Hello, welcome to Safety First. I'm your host, Regina Price. And I'm here now currently with Miss Renee Parker, who is the advisor of the Crime Stoppers organization here at Nansemond River High School. And we're going to talk a little bit about the mock DUI crash demonstration that you all had for the high school students today. If you could just tell me a little bit about the organization and coordination of this event here at Nansemond River High School.
The organization is Crime Stoppers. We have a young group of students here at Nansemond River that believe to fight against crime. They don't believe in crime, so we get them together every year and put this event together, along with them visiting downtown and the court systems and really learning about what the laws are. And we get together every year with the Suffolk Police Department and have a luncheon for them. And they also talk about the rules and the regulations and the laws of the city of Suffolk.
Okay, then that's the general aspect of the Crime Stoppers and what the students do. And what is their response for, having that interaction with public safety and just, how the court system is set up? How do they respond to that?
They think it's interesting and very educational.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about today's event. We have fire, we have police, we have, as far as I know, a representative from a funeral home. Just describe kind of from beginning to end what the students will see once they get outside.
In preparations for our prom that takes place actually on Friday, May the 24th, we prepare the students and authorize them to not drink and drive or text and drive. And we want them to get the full responsibility and the education on what occurs once you're drinking and driving. So we put on the whole scene. The Nightingale will be here to land, and it will actually fly one of the students out along, like you said, with the ambulances, and they'll actually cut a student out of the vehicle.
Oh, wow.
And go through the whole process of what all it takes, and what the families go through once, you drink and drive and cause tragedy. Somebody will actually be put also in the hearse today. So we will lose a student, and we want them to get the full effect so they won't drink and drive as they're celebrating their prom and upcoming graduation.
Okay, and again, it's very realistic. Like you said, you have a student pulled out, I'm assuming with the jaws of life, but
yes,
they're getting that realistic aspect of this is not something you should be participating in. Drinking and driving is not for anyone, especially students. What kind of responses do you typically get from the students having either participated in this demonstration or having seen it? What kind of...
They are actually wild about it, and they go, wow, this stuff actually happens every day. And, the response is, and we have had in the past, because this is not our first year putting on the mock DUI.
Right.
And the students have all come back to us on Monday morning, accident-free, no drinking and driving, and that is our goal.
All right, so it's a very effective demonstration, and to say you can come back from an event with festivities and you never know, what type of, things people can get involved in. Hopefully they're making responsible choices, but to come back on the weekend after and everyone's intact, everyone's, secure, it's showing that this is working. So are there plans to change the demonstration a little bit, or it continue the way that you have it currently?
Where we actually try to pull in a little bit of something extra every year. We have some guest speakers here this year that we didn't have last year. That is Chief Bennett from the Suffolk Police Department. We have Attorney Phil Ferguson came in to speak with them prior to, as well as Sheriff Isaac came in to have a conversation about what all the laws are on drinking and driving in Suffolk. Prior to that, we actually have, in addition to Virginia Power came out and brought poles to show them, okay, I can die if I hit a telegram pole.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yes, and the bucket truck has come in. So we have enhanced and continue to increase the awareness more and more every year.
Okay, and just a little bit more about the Crime Stoppers. What advice do you give students who, they might be around other students that are maybe causing some danger, or they feel they want to report some activity that doesn't look legitimate, what are some resources or advice that you have for students, make sure they're doing the right thing?
Well, we have a conversation at the beginning of the year. They actually sign contracts with me. So if our students are in any trouble whatsoever, whether it be just tardies or whatever, they're disciplined, but they're talked to and sign the contracts, and they actually come and tell us about any activities in this school that's going to occur that they've heard about prior to the events happening most of the time, and we're able to nip those in the bud. So they are very responsible students, and they are law-abiding students, and they're going to follow the rules and the regulations, or
there's consequences. Exactly. Well, I really commend you and Nansemond River High School on the prevention aspect that this demonstration has for today. And Ms. Parker, I would like to thank you very much for taking time to do this interview for Safety First, and congratulations on another successful demonstration and another year with Crime Stoppers.
Thank you very much.
All right. Well, this has been Safety First, and we will see you next time.
Got a whole bunch of makeup because I had the serious head injury, so they just put a gash in my head and whatnot. It just shows how serious it could be, and it's just cool just to be a part of it and to see like everything that they do, and to actually go in the helicopter and they have to be still, and they just do it really. Yeah, I could hear people yelling.
For me, the demonstration was cool because I'm actually in an EMT class at the Prudence Center. So it was cool to see like how fast they got to get them out and what they got to do and how serious it could actually be if there was a DUI crash. The whole backboarding thing and the straps, we had to learn that for our state board tests, and so it was important for them not to move the patient while getting them out of the car, and you're supposed to get on scene and get off scene within 10 minutes, so they did it pretty fast, which was cool.
Very important because, as you can see, anything can happen, and something serious can happen out on prom night. So it's just good to let them see that it's no joke and you shouldn't drink and drive.
If you are peer pressure to do it and you want to, I would say stay in a safe place. Like, don't plan on get out on the road. Plan to have like plans with your plans. Like, don't plan to drive home or whatever, but just try to stay away from it.